welcome to Trains in the Attic. Let me just check that we got audio, and it's not too loud. That's all good. So I hope everyone's okay. So about for multiple alerts. Hi Damien, hi Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. I hope you're both well, and I hope everyone else out there is well. Hi Stephen Senior. Which camera am I on? I'm on this camera. I hope everyone is well. Today we got looking at these two magazines. Hi Daniel Cartley White. Yeah, today we got looking at these two magazines. Then I got some information about the layout. Then we'll carry on with the build. So, if you subscribe to the Batman, hi David. If you subscribe to Batman, you'll get this catalogue and this. Yeah, I have said hi to everyone out there. So, Batman have released their quarterly announcement of what's out there. So, the first interesting thing is this magazine. All this information is on the internet in several places, so you can look at it in your own time, or for new releases. And if you want the Batman magazine, you can join the Batman Club and get it. But this is the first interesting thing. Batman have released a new range, which is EFE Rails. It's a company they took on a few years ago, and they've now gone out and started releasing things in their own names. One of the interesting things is a set of underground stock. It's working stock, interior lights, motor driven, and if you have a tube on your layout, this is just about plug and play. So you get 4 cars, and the only thing that it doesn't have is the lights aren't working. So you then have some locomotives, nice little industrial shunters. Then there's some nice locos and wagons and locos. One of the things with this company is they're going to be releasing stuff that have had manufacturing. Yep, most people have a spanner. If you're regular in my chat, after 4 weeks I'll give you a spanner, then it means you can start spamming your channels. So then on the back we have the engage bits available. So that's the first one. I only received this today. Yeah, if you have a spanner, that means you're a moderator, therefore you can allow announcements. Yeah, I got to admit, Batman haven't done anything to get me to go, ooh, I want that. I only got 1 loco on my want to be list. Also, welcome Cotsmore. I think I subscribed to your channel on my other channel, and nice to have you there. Yeah, don't think Batman have done anything breathtaking, but it given them a chance to catch up with other bits. So I'll just go through this, as I haven't even read it yet. Yeah, Class 66s, I love it, I hate it loco. That Northern looked quite nice. For people who aren't Batman members, this magazine have pre-production samples, production samples and painted samples, and some magazines and stuff. So it's worth joining. And if you go to the big shows, they also have an area you can go so that you can get a free bottle of water and talk to the Batman staff. So I'm actually reading this upside down. Normally I would have read this before. I knew you were going to make a comment about Northern. So, oh yeah, Anfield Road in the layout. I enjoyed your streams. Most DCC locos, sound locos, can run on DC. You just don't have access to the full settings. That's a nice one. I've been on that. I remember that livery. And I remember that livery. Hi, Dungle Dad. Good to have you there. So if I got your name wrong. So, quite interesting stuff. That's quite interesting. That Metro line. So, this is part magazine and part advertising, but that's what you get quite a lot with magazines. So you've got Presto Model Railway accessories. That's interesting. Network selfies. Hi Nigel Sabin. Yes. That's interesting, but I prefer the phone thing. That's just a rolling road. That's quite interesting, so you can put your logo on. Yep, everyone who don't know, Anfield Road layout in the loft. He's live every week on Friday, and this week he was making some lovely fences using what do you call it? Coffee stirrers and what do you call it? Matchstick sticks, I think it was. Yeah, nice shunters. I always have a soft spot for shunters. I would say something about that, but my brother-in-law would tell me off if he knew that I was looking at DB freight. Interesting that there's now sound-fitted steams. I might need to get that one day. Some nice Engage stuff. They have a release schedule. I always find this a nice little magazine. I think it's 4 I get a year. Nice locos. Oh, I've seen that bridge several times from the road bridge. So I'll get through this quickish and then give you some very sad news. But I'm giving it sad news on here first so that I can actually talk about it and we can and people understand it. Yes, you can put a DCC sound fit logo on your layout and sound will come out, but two caveats to that. You need to have analog running enabled on the loco, and you can't have you got to have a basic controller, none of this back EM ones. It got to be a basic plug and play controller. So if I have little projects at the back, again promoting products I sell. I'll have to see your fences on your layout, Anfield Road. Anfield Road, am I correct in thinking you're Lee? So we're getting close to the end of this magazine. I like that red one, that's quite nice. So that's about a 30-second delay today. So we're getting near the end. So like I said, this come out 4 times a year. Plus you get Damien, you done a few. I've done a few corner scenes, mostly Bellis. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so good. As long as I get names correct, as I'm useless with names. We all know I'm useless with names. So that's a magazine. So while I got everyone there, for sad news, there are going to be 4 episodes on it. The water tank line is going to start to be taken down in 2 weeks' time. Yes, that's my main layout. Reason for that is I finish uni June next year. So I want to be in a situation whereby I can go wherever I want for work. So as I still got 2 months before I go back to uni, I want to be able to take the railway to pieces and put everything away nicely, so I'm not rushing. I want to do it slowly. I want to document it. I want to make sure that everything is taken away properly. I want to save as much track as possible. So the main layout is going to be coming to pieces. That should give us videos for a few months. Then once we have done that, I'll actually be spending time actually detailing the locos. So I might be putting people in. I might be adding end of loco lights. I might be doing other things, but my main layout have got 2 weeks left. But I'm planning to do several videos on the layout before it gets taken to pieces, so that I can share it with everybody. So this is something I've been thinking about for a while, and yeah, the layout does have some problems, but it's not because of the problems. It's because I want to make sure that when I'm packing the railway away, I can put everything away properly and everything will be able to be taken out. So, hiya J94. So, it's going to be an interesting time. But all the locos will be packed away properly, all the buildings will be packed away, everything will be put away carefully, and then it should mean when I go wherever I go for working, there's a very, very high chance that I might have a railway room. That isn't for loft. I either have a railway room or a nice shed, so I'll be able to build more, get it how I want. So I wanted to share this with everybody so that you can ask any questions and understand it and not go, oh no, what's happening? I wanted everyone to know that. So that's that one. But another one is I'm looking at doing a Zoom meetup. So what I'm thinking, as I don't want to pay for Zoom, I want to actually use the free stuff. I'm going to suggest, if anybody's interested, send me an email to my Train Synthetic email address. and then we can share the details and get everything set up. So it's a good news, a bad news, good news thing. You can get Zoom on phone, PC. You don't need to register, or you just make a fake email address to register. And you don't need a camera, you can just plug headphones in. So if there's an alternative to Zoom, I haven't really got into that bit for social media, but I want to do something so that we can meet up and have a bit of a chat online, so that I can meet everyone and we can actually have a proper conversation, because you can do it on your tablet. I want to do it so that, hi Anthony, I'll recap the sad news after I talked about Zoom. So I want to do something so that we can meet each other, talk to each other, and actually interact with each other in real time. So to find my email address, let me go and press PC. So if you go onto my channel, if you go onto the About bit, you can then click on View Your Email Address, and that will show you the email address, and then you just copy that. I'm not putting the email address on the screen or anything like that, so that I don't get done by any trolls or anything like that. But it's easy to find it. So, as Anthony didn't hear, I'll recap the sad news, which is the main layout. The water tank line is going to be taken to pieces in 2 weeks' time. So, we've done this catalogue, throw that over my shoulder. Let's get on with the build. I was meant to do Saturday's video today, but I ended up wrong. Is that the one I want? Yeah, that one will do. Yeah, I was planning to film Saturday's video today, but I ran out of battery on my camera. So we've done all the windows. So we can now start working on the walls. And before I started all of this, I did put a new blade in my scalpel. I know that's dangerous with me. So let's find which wall I need. So building A. Yeah, I want to take the railway to pieces, taking my time, so that everything's done professionally. As we'll still have our Christmas builds. We're still going to have videos. I got one of the boards being saved, so we'll still be able to work on that. Plus we got Thumper Road. So am I in that? Yep. For Zoom, I'm not quite sure when I would do that. It most probably would be in 2 weeks' time, as I got my sister and nieces over next week. But so I wouldn't be able to do the Zoom then. I don't want to intrude on anybody's streams, but everyone would be welcome. Just send an email and we would get everything set up. So, do people prefer the screen like this or like this? I can move the camera slightly. Oh, that's good, Damien. So, it would be a half-hour, 45-minute Zoom meeting. And you can have your face, or you can decide to hide your face. And it's just a way for us to chat face to face. So this option. Now that should be better if I go and drag that over there. How's that then? Evening, new image proper replica. Good to have you there. You've missed quite a lot. So, we're just starting the build. The main layout's going to be taken to pieces in a couple of weeks' time, so that I can get it done nicely for when if I move out. What else? Plus, we're trying to sort out Zoom meetings so that we can meet each other in virtual person. So, all kinds of stuff happening. Plus, we looked at the new Batman stuff. I dropped a few clamps earlier on, so that's why I'm reaching all over the place. So, good to have everyone there. I know Anthony already got the scorching weather, but how's everybody else prepared for the scorcher coming this weekend? I'm not buying any new locos for about 10 months, as I gave up my job just before lockdown so I could spend time work on my uni stuff, and so I don't have the money to buy anything. The floor, okay, the inner floor is on the grey sheet. Got short. Oh, that's good. What's the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, so an interesting thing. I know this is more for the northerner people. So an interesting thing. Yeah, it's trying to do something so we can meet. It's going to be in a few weeks' time, but I'm quite happy to do a few tests with people. Just send me an email on my Trains and Theatric email address, and then I'll try to help people out. Yeah, so as I was saying, for people who know Morecambe up north, there used to be a theme park called Frontierland. there was an interesting thing online about the history of it. And as I know that some of you are into fairgrounds and that kind of stuff, I thought it was quite interesting. It had all the history about it, when it was built, the fact that it was part of the same group who owned what do you call it, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Oh, that's good, Damien. Send me an email tomorrow and we can have a quick test out, make sure it's running. I remember it when I was little, and for yeah, I also remember the illumination in Morecambe, which family myth have that it was. Okay, I think I made a mistake. So that's saying. Okay. That's saying those down there. Ah, there's a wall in there. I'm confused with this. Ah, that's two buildings. That's why I'm confused. So, yeah, it was interesting reading about the Pleasure Beach, Frontierland. As for a while, my great grandfather was a mayor of Morecambe. That's good. And for a road in the loft. It was an interesting place. I remember going when I was a youngster. And it only finished being knocked down a few years ago. But it's interesting for history. It also, what was the other thing I saw? Thingy Manor have been saved. You had a big swimming complex as well there. I remember the swimming complex as well. I think it was Bubbles or Splash. It was quite interesting read. There's more information about the English version of Disneyland, which won't be Disneyland. Oh, just get rid of the power plant. Nobody would mind. I've been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach once, if I remember correct, but done for illumination several times. I remember when there was a Count Dracula illumination there. Then what else was there? I always remember for Pleasure Beach. I like your comment, Stephen. Are you still stuck abroad or have you managed to get home yet? Yeah, so I have some nice memories of there. Oh, that's good. Hopefully that will bring more people to Blackpool. And hopefully it won't cause another lockdown. as that would be quite bad. So what else do I have to say? Yeah, I got to go to the Illuminations again, but it's a long drive to get up there. But again, anything's possible. Yes, I misunderstood you last week then, so you're home, you just can't get to us. So, how's everyone doing with modelling? I think with this I'm going to put the clamps on and just call this a short one today, as it's getting warm. And did that screen just flicker? So I think look ahead at the instructions. So I've put that in. I missed that one. Oh, nice. I love I love trams. So I've missed that card there, as I'm silly. Ideally on my next layout I will have trams on it. I'm looking at ways of making it much more interesting. I'm wanting to make it friendly for camera friendly. I want to get as much space as possible with, and doing stuff like double-sided layout. So I'm thinking I'm going to call this a day here, as the glue's setting quite quickly. But next week I might be early, and next week I might have a little helper with me, so if you want to help, I'll have one of my nieces helping me with another build for her to take home to her dad. But I think I'll end the stream here, as my bunnies will be demanding a run in a minute, and I want to go for a nice little walk. So remember, Anfield Road in the layout at 6 on Friday. I did think of an oval, but I'm looking at getting a nice room, nice space, so I'm thinking of having a layout around the edge of the room. Let me go and grab some drawing implements. I tidied my room up. No, I tidied my desk up earlier. Do I have a plain piece of paper? So let me go to that camera. What I'm thinking is, if that is the room, I would have a layout around the edge and there. I have a divider along there so that I have two layouts, but that just depends on what we have. So where's that button? That button there. So thank you everybody. Saturday is going to be looking at the Metcalfe models we have already built, as we have a nice selection of them now. And then Monday will be something. So I'll see you all on Saturday. For people who are interested in Zoom, send me a message and we can arrange a time to meet up. And thank you everybody for watching. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much.